In the turbulent 20th century, Spain was a nation caught between monarchy, democracy, civil war, and dictatorship. At the heart of that transformation stood Francisco Franco, a military general turned authoritarian ruler, whose name remains one of the most controversial in modern European history. Born on December 4, 1892, in Ferrol, Galicia, Franco came from a family steeped in naval tradition. But as the Spanish navy reduced in size after the empire's collapse, Franco turned to the army, where he quickly rose through the ranks. He was known for his discipline, nationalism, and strong Catholic faith, traits that would later shape his rule. Franco's early military career took him to Morocco, where he earned fame and promotion during Spain's colonial campaigns. By the age of 33, he became the youngest general in Europe. Calm, calculated, and fiercely loyal to tradition, he gained the respect of the military elite. But the 1930s were a time of upheaval in Spain. The fall of the monarchy in 1931 led to the creation of the Second Spanish Republic, a fragile democracy riddled with ideological conflict. Left-wing reformers clashed with conservative nationalists. Violence and unrest grew. In 1936, a leftist coalition came to power, and shortly after, a military coup was launched. Franco, initially hesitant, joined the uprising. Thus began the Spanish Civil War, a brutal conflict from 1936 to 1939 that tore the country apart. Franco quickly emerged as the leader of the nationalist forces, uniting monarchists, fascists, conservatives, and the Catholic Church under his command. With the help of Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy, Franco's forces waged a bloody war against the Republican government, which was supported by the Soviet Union and international volunteers. The war left over 500,000 dead and created deep scars that would last generations. In 1939, the nationalists claimed victory, and Franco declared himself caudillo, the supreme leader of Spain. Franco's rule would last until his death in 1975, making him one of the longest-serving dictators in modern Europe. Under Franco, Spain became a one-party state. Political opposition was crushed, unions were banned, censorship was enforced, and thousands of Republicans, intellectuals, and suspected dissidents were imprisoned, executed, or exiled. The Spanish Civil War wasn't just a battle of armies, it was a war of ideologies. And Franco made it clear, Spain would be Catholic, conservative, and authoritarian. Franco's regime was often compared to fascist dictatorships, but he carved a unique identity. Unlike Hitler or Mussolini, Franco avoided entering World War II, though he sympathized with the Axis powers. This decision helped preserve Spain's neutrality and likely saved it from devastation. After the war, Spain became isolated by much of the world. But during the Cold War, the West, particularly the United States, began to see Franco as a useful ally against communism. In the 1950s, Spain received economic and military support, marking a gradual reintegration into the international community. During the 1960s, Franco presided over what came to be called the Spanish Miracle, a period of rapid economic growth and modernization. Tourism boomed, cities expanded, and living standards improved. But beneath the surface, Spain remained politically repressive. As Franco aged, questions loomed about what would follow. Rather than allowing a democratic transition, he prepared for a monarchy revival, naming Juan Carlos, the grandson of the exiled king, as his successor. Many expected Juan Carlos to continue Franco's legacy. But upon Franco's death on November 20, 1975, everything changed. King Juan Carlos surprised the world by guiding Spain toward democracy, legalizing political parties, holding free elections, and approving a new constitution. Franco's legacy remains deeply divisive. For some, he is remembered as the man who preserved Spanish unity and Catholic tradition during a time of chaos. For others, he is a symbol of brutality, repression, and decades of silence. His mausoleum, Valle de los Caídos, Valley of the Fallen, became a focal point of controversy. In 2019, his remains were exhumed and removed from the site, a symbolic step in Spain's reckoning with its past. Today, the story of Francisco Franco is not just about one man's rule, it is about a nation's struggle with identity, memory, and the long road from dictatorship to democracy.